Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I'm here to tell you that life is freaking weird, and also Justin Bieber runs on Ripple. Yes, indeed, the Moon Lambo channel, an XRP-centric channel, here to talk with you today about Justin Bieber, you bunch of beliebers. Is that what they call them? Beliebers? I think that's the case. Check out this headline. Justin Bieber runs on Ripple in star-studded Instagram story. And I saw this. This is one of the first things that was rampant in my newsfeed when I woke up this morning. I saw it around 6 or 6:30 range this morning. Unfortunately, it's like 7 p.m. as I'm getting to record this. But so I've been off and on thinking about this all day. Like, this is just so weird. I don't even know what to title this video. Okay. In case any of you have missed this, and I'm going to share. So there's a video that Justin Bieber put out. Ripple is in it. And he's got like 121 million followers or something like that. I'll get into the specifics. You'll see. I've also got a couple tweets from Scooter Braun. And who is Scooter Braun? He is Justin Bieber's manager. Either is or was. Actually, I can't remember now. Maybe he still is. I don't know. Well, presumably, because there's that connection. And Scooter Braun does have ties to Ripple and is funded through Ripple's Spring Initiative. So it's all coming together here. In this case, it's coming together in a really freaking weird way. But that makes for interesting video content, so who am I to complain, right? Let's get into it. So I'm going to cover that with you, and then I'm going to wrap up the video with this. It's unrelated, but it's fascinating. I tease about Bitcoin's lack of, technology awesomeness relative to XRP, and as much as I do that, it's like I am mostly doing it in good fun. I mean, I do mean what I'm saying in terms of Bitcoin's archaic from a technological perspective, but I have respect for it. So I'm not saying it to make fun of anybody that supports it or this or that. I just am stating facts that it's very costly to use, it's very slow, and it uses a lot of energy. Nonetheless, I'm not some sort of hater here, I promise you. Here's an article from Cointelegraph. 11 years ago today, Satoshi Nakamoto published the Bitcoin Whitepaper. So I just want to share a bit of that with you. Before I tell you any more, before we hop into the rest of the content of this video, if you would ever so delicately, please tap that like button. And if you're a fan of Ripple and XRP and you're a belieber, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel. So on the screen right now, the video is playing in the background while I'm talking here. I'm not going to play the audio on this. I actually don't know what the deal is in terms of like legally what I can do, or if it's fundamentally transform, if I'm giving my take over it. I don't know all that stuff, and it's not what I typically do on the channel, so I'm not going to risk getting some sort of copyright strike or something, because I'm just not knowledgeable in that, because I've never wanted to do it. Nonetheless, the video playing in the background silently, it just auto-did it. I didn't mean to hit play, so I'm assuming that's fine. So here's this tweet from Fame XRP, who wrote, "This has been going around, but here's the whole thing. Runs on Ripple, XRP, over 100 million followers will see this." And that's the part right here. Runs on Ripple. There you go. And it had MoneyGram on the screen. It's all tied together. It's a weird video. Let me go ahead and just jump into the article here. And you should go back and watch it if you haven't seen it. There is audio to it again, so definitely worth taking a look. So Justin Bieber just gave his 121 million followers on Instagram a glimpse of Ripple, the global digital payments platform that promises to speed up the movement of money around the world using its native cryptocurrency XRP. Now, this is one of my two pet peeves, right? My first pet peeve is my 4-year-old terrier mix, and she is adorable. She's sleeping right next to me anyway. My second pet peeve is when people, okay, maybe I've got more than two, but when people are saying that XRP is Ripples, or they conflate the two, Ripple and XRP, they are not the same. I don't care for that. Anyway, in a new Instagram story, a Bieber avatar is featured running around the globe on foot in a mission to use his platform to do good. The clip includes news footage featuring environmental activist Greta Thunberg and U.S. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, along with Dwayne Johnson, who shouts, "Run!" and Johnny Depp's Jack Sparrow, who bumps into Bieber. Bieber starts his marathon race, ripping through city streets, crossing a soccer field, tearing across the Hollywood sign, running through a maze, and climbing the pyramids of Giza. As broadcasters try to catch a breathless Bieber on the go, wondering if he's running for world peace, the homeless, women's rights, or the environment, the "I don't care" chart topper keeps ticking. And there he is, right there. There's Justin Bieber on the screen. Right before the final leg, when Bieber doubles back across the globe, he gets turbocharged when he runs into a technical chart showing a volatile asset, and it's presumably XRP, right? The Runs on Ripple logo pops up as Bieber blazes across the turbulent terrain, spilling out onto the other side. The Ripple section features 3 of the FinTech network's partners, MoneyGram, Santander, and TransferGo, that use Ripple's technology to send money around the world in seconds, cheaply and securely. Right? When asked why he's running, Bieber says, quote, "I think my purpose is to inspire people and use my platform to help people." So far, Bieber has not responded to questions on who made the clip or whether he knows about Ripple. But to me, it seems clear. How could this not be collaborated about? I think this is strategic, correct? How could it not be? You're talking about Scooter Braun, funded through Ripple's Spring initiative. It has to be. And so even here, so take a look at this last part. Ripple's investment arm Spring has invested in Bieber's manager Scooter Braun, the founder of SB Projects, which is pursuing various initiatives that incorporate XRP and enable artists to monetize and change their content. Braun is also collaborating with Zach Katz's Ripple-backed Raised in Space, when I've talked about them on the channel, to integrate blockchain technology and XRP into the music industry. And I've covered this. I've even shown this picture from July 22nd on my channel in the past. So all cool, all good things moving forward. And so there's this tweet, because some people weren't getting the connection. So XRP Princess tweeted out, "Everyone is wondering about Justin Bieber running on XRP, a skyrocket graph on his storyline. Here's your connection. Justin Bieber's manager is Scooter Braun. Scooter Braun is one of the founders of Raised in Space and is partnered with Ripple." Take a look at this. You want to see some stuff from Scooter Braun? Take a look at this. So there was a Twitter thread here, and I guess I can run through it just so you have the context. It's pretty short anyway. So somebody named Bitcoin Birch tweeted this out on September 22nd, and Scooter Braun responded. So I'm going to share that with you in just a moment. And so Bitcoin Birch, who is clearly not an XRP and Ripple fan, that much is clear. He tweets out, "So Justin Bieber manager Scooter Braun tweeted about XRP after it pumps 80%. Understand this, 99% of people don't know what we know and have no real understanding of cripple. I don't even know why I said that. That's not a thing. Don't have an understanding of crypto. They think XRP and Ripple are the same thing. But for this reason alone, you want some exposure to XRP." Okay, so anyway, somebody named Crypto Dragon responded, "He only said XRP the standard." Bitcoin Birch responded, "Right, he tweeted about XRP." Crypto Dragon responds again, "It's a community thing, XRP the standard. What is wrong with that?" Bitcoin Birch responds, "Well, for starters, what is XRP the standard of? And why does Scooter give an S-word about it?" I don't curse on this channel. I don't know if there's kids in the background, you know? So why does Scooter give an S-word about it? Because he saw it on Ellen? 99% of XRP the standard idiots think XRP is decentralized. They think it's a cryptocurrency, and they think it's Ripple. Okay, if you're talking about, he says XRP the standard idiots, what he's actually talking about is the XRP community, which is the most informed community in all of crypto. This is the guy that's uninformed. He thinks XRP is centralized. Simple research. If you utilize Google via the interwebs, you can figure out that XRP indeed is not centralized. Nobody in the XRP community thinks XRP and Ripple are the same thing. In fact, we harp on that all the time. I know I do, and lots of other people do too. It's just not the same thing. You know, turn on Twitter. You can check it out. And so at the bottom, let me just scroll down to Scooter Braun. So here's what Scooter Braun, there's 2 tweets from him, right? Here's the first one. And he takes the Ripple Insights piece here. So in tagging that, Scooter Braun writes, "This was in March. Do your research. XRP is the currency and Ripple is the company behind it. If you understand their thesis, you would understand why I'm invested and involved. You are unrealistic if you think you will overcome government and banks. Ripple has the best strategy." His next tweet stated this, "And that strategy is powered by XRapid and XRP, aka the standard. Please research before you tweet your nonsense. More is on the way, and I repeat, XRP will be the standard. Enjoy the weekend." Bold words indeed, and I firmly agree. All right, next there is this tweet from Grovey Chicken, which is a retweet of my retweet. So let me show what I shared with you because you should check this out. There's a 10-minute video from XRPL Labs, which is created by Wietse Wind, creator of the XRP tip bot. XRPL Labs is funded through Ripple's Spring Initiative also. And so I tweeted out, must-watch video from XRPL Labs. I just finished watching a moment ago. Gotta love the David Schwartz shrine at the end, and so here it is right here. You have to go check this out. So XRPL Labs, it's a 3-person crew, and they're just kind of explaining their backgrounds, how they got into what they're doing, and came to work together as XRPL Labs. And at the end, which I thought was pretty funny, they actually set up a David Schwartz shrine. Of course, David Schwartz, I'm sure pretty much all of you know, but there's always new people coming on board. David Schwartz is Ripple's CTO and co-creator of the XRP ledger itself. And so there's this little David Schwartz sign, like they light a candle and they go and just kind of like kneel in front of it as if they're about to pray to David Schwartz, the one, the great one. And I thought it was funny. So anyway, yeah. And I've got a David Schwartz shrine myself, so I didn't think it was that weird. I'm just kidding. That would be pretty weird. But they're joking. I'm sure. I'm almost completely sure they're joking. Oh God, they're not joking. No, I'm kidding. They're joking. All right, last piece here. 11 years ago today, Satoshi Nakamoto published the Bitcoin Whitepaper. Today, October 31st, it's Halloween, marks 11 years since the publication of the Bitcoin Whitepaper by the still mysterious person or group pseudonymously identified as Satoshi Nakamoto. A revolutionary text, Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, published on October 31st, 2008, outlined a tamper-proof, decentralized peer-to-peer protocol that could track and verify digital transactions, prevent double spending, and generate a transparent record for anyone to inspect in nearly real time. The protocol represented a cryptographically secured system based on a proof-of-work algorithm in which bitcoins, BTC, are mined for a reward by individual nodes and then verified by other nodes in a decentralized network. This system contained the possibility of overcoming the need for intermediaries such as banks and financial institutions to facilitate and audit transactions. A major disruption to a siloed, monopolized field of centralized financial power. And take a look at this subheading. This is cool. They didn't put commas in here, so I remember trying to figure this out earlier. I want to make sure I say this right. So it's, I'll round it, but it's 304 million % all-time price appreciation. 304 million % all-time price appreciation. That is freaking ridiculous. It's been like 10 years, man. Holy crap. Well, I mean, 11 years since the white paper, but as far as the launch, when was the launch? Was it the end of December or beginning of January? I forget. It was somewhere around there anyway. But 11 years on, Bitcoin is consistently setting new records for its network hash rate, a measure of the overall computing power involved in validating transactions on the blockchain at any given time. More power and participation establishes greater network security and attests to widespread recognition of the profitability potential of Bitcoin mining. I still have to insist, if it doesn't actually get used for something one day, it's all not going to matter. But I wanted to highlight this. It is a milestone. As members of the XRP community, I think that we should be appreciative of something like this. That's my humble opinion. I'm still going to tease Bitcoin for what it is technologically compared to, come on, compared to XRP, there is no comparison, right? Mining has got to go the way of the dodo. That's my opinion. But nonetheless, I still appreciate the history of this all. And thank you, Satoshi Nakamoto, because now we have XRP, and I have my most favoritist hobby ever. So thank you, Satoshi. That's it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything, because if anything I say or write, that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!